Our Big Lesson series has 9 parts, and today we're looking at the second part. Lesson 2. Don't listen to anyone. Find your own path. I'll explain what's behind this, because ending on 2 sentences won't do. The meaning will be lost. We live in the age of information, and one of its defining features is the infinite number of possible paths for self-realization. Literally infinite. And that is precisely what creates one of the biggest problems for anyone who wants to move forward. Here is how it works. Before any new project, before any new task, you go through the same curve. First, uninformed optimism. You don't know anything yet, but you are already fired up. This is what I've been looking for my whole life. This is easy. This will definitely work. Then you start digging in, and informed pessimism sets in. A sharp drop. You are shocked by how much more complicated everything is than it seemed. There are no results, constant effort is required, and it feels like nothing is moving. Everyone goes through this, and only if you don't stop at that low point do you reach the next level. Only then does real growth begin. So the essence of the second lesson is exactly this. It's crucial to be able to determine what you want for yourself, what direction, what format, what path. And after that, to be able to tune out everyone around you. To move your own way without turning back. Because there will always be noise around you. From every corner, people will tell you, this is what's working best right now. This format is on fire. This funnel is #1. It never stops. And if you react to every bit of that noise, you'll be constantly bouncing around. You'll never get anywhere. Let's break it down with a concrete example. Take the online education business. There are a million formats. Courses, marathons, masterminds, webinars, communities, live events, launches, recordings, live streams. And for each one, someone will tell you that this is the best option. This is where the money is. This is where you need to go. You could spend years listening to these people and keep searching for the perfect format. But until you find what works specifically for you, for your skills, your strengths, your personality, everything else will be a fight against the current. It doesn't matter what worked for someone else. Another person has a different set of qualities, different experience, a different audience. Their path is theirs. Your path is yours. And this doesn't mean you should completely ignore other people's experience. Watch, study, listen. But at a certain point, turn all of that off and focus on your own, on where you are going and what you want to achieve. How do you know that a path is yours? Here is a guiding principle. You feel that in this format you can use your real strengths. You don't have to force yourself at every step. You can do this for a long time without burning out in 2 weeks. This doesn't mean easy. It means organic. When you've found that format, stick with it long enough for it to start working. The game lies precisely in that long enough. And here is what's important. Most people get stuck not because they don't know what to do. They get stuck because they already know, but they don't do it. The constant stream of information around them keeps planting doubt. You got it right, but here is another option. Here is another approach. Maybe try it differently. And the person goes back into analysis mode instead of taking action. So my advice is direct. Sit down and honestly answer a few questions for yourself. What do I already know? What goals do I already have in place? What plan can I commit to right now? And what can I start doing today? Not after the next course, not after the next consultation, but today. Very often you'll find that you already know enough. You don't need 20 more sources of information. You just need to stop bouncing around and start doing what you've already figured out. Once you've identified your path, walk it. Work. Don't look back at every other person's success. Go far enough to get a real result or real experience, and only then draw your next conclusions. Okay, this worked. This didn't work. What's next? Where do we go from here? That's when your decisions will be grounded in something solid, because experience is the only real foundation for navigation. Everything you think in your head before you've done something, those are just hypotheses. You don't know how it actually works. You don't know how you'll feel in the process. You don't know what exactly will be difficult. All of that only becomes clear through action. Only after you've walked the path do you know how it's built. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you've gathered all the information. There will never be enough of it. That's an illusion. Fix your path, give yourself time, and move. That's the second lesson. Don't listen to anyone. Find your own path. Find it, step onto it, and walk it long enough to get a real result. It's experience, not theory, that will give you the understanding of where to go next. And we're moving on to the third lesson, friends.